This is going to be the video for 2026 energies based on 6 main astrological events. I will pick up cards for each year card number. To see how to determine your year card number, just have a look in the description of this video. Basically, you add the birth day and the birth month to this year, to 2026, and then you add all the numbers of the result so that you get a number between 1 and 22, the cards of the major arcana. But first I'm going to focus on the main astrological events, and I will start with the most important and the biggest thing, this conjunction, this alliance between our form, which is Saturn, and our spirit, this Neptune, our vision and structure, and they come together in areas and not just the beginning of things, but at 0 degrees of areas. According to some people, last time that something like this happened was like 6,000 years ago. Others are saying 9,000 years ago. This is something that exists before our time was born, a start of a new cycle. We have some seeds that our soul planted long time ago, before even the incarnation of so many souls, and now they start becoming like the essence, they start growing, and then we will see what this is going to bring for each of and one of us personally, but for the humanity as such. So this is one of the main events. In order to put the energy in one card, I also look at the oracle of Song of the Grandmothers, and for this special event I got this card of change. There is no turn back. What was once before, now not. This is the change. It's a demarcation point, and what more obvious like this volcano, and how it's starting to erupt with 0 degrees of area, so new action. And in the description of this 0 degree, we have a woman has risen out of the sea, a seal is embracing her. So even that, we see something from the elements rising with the Sabian symbols. So this will be the first event. This is happening in February. Later on, we will have in April Uranus, so the change, re-entering Gemini. We had a period when Uranus was retrograde. We will be forced to adapt quickly. We have the lower mind, the Gemini, let's say, and the upper mind, the universal mind with Uranus. We can look at the year 2026 as number 1, 2 plus 2 plus 3, 6, 10 can reduce to 1, but we can also look at it as a 10. So it's like a different layer of a new cycle. And from the grandmother oracle, I see this as a growth. So I have this card of power, grandmother, orca, vast, cool reservoir, access, serene sovereignty beneath your surface. So this is going to be the second event. Then we move to June, around Beltane. We will have Chiron, the healer, entering Taurus in creativity. So we will have new ways of healing, and we will realize that every wound we have is a kind of gift in disguise. And from the grandmother, Song of the Grandmother, the card for this kind of self-love, the healing is a sign of self-love. The pendulum swings to and fro, seeking balance, what feels right to you. This is going to be the next event. And then we are further on the end of the month, June, when Jupiter, the card of abundance, will enter in Leo and shine. This is such a beautiful combination. It will also conjunct Sirius, which is as such another big event. But if we see Jupiter, it's like the card of Tarot number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. And I said 2026 is a year 10 in a way. We will get our authority back in a way. We will start shining again, our inner light. We will manage to feel detached from everything that we don't really need, bringing us abundance, but maybe in different ways, and harmony from this grandmother oracle. Sacredness in pause, practice patience on purpose, no momentum lost. Because I really believe we just need to be patient, and the wheel of fortune turns and everything comes where it's supposed to be. That will be the fourth event. And then we move in July, when Uranus, we already know it's in Gemini. So Uranus will create a minor trine with Pluto, which is in Aquarius. I just put them like this. We have change and a rebirth. And actually, in the middle of this axis, we will have Neptune. So look, even the order of the cards are 25, 26, 27. A dream that is emerging, and with the help of the change and the rebirth that we are going through. This arrangement of these three planets is not the first one, but it also happened in 2025. It will happen again in 2027. But this is a very powerful one. We have this symbiosis of this tree. And for this event, I pick up the card of witness and record. Be a storyteller of your own life. Persevere. Lessons passed along. And with this, we come to the last event of the year, when the South North will move in Leo, and the North Node is going to move in Aquarius, where we also had Pluto. We are in Aquarius time. And if you look at the number, we have an 11 number, we have the change, the 5, we have a 33 number, the past and the future. We are going to be aligned with these nodes, which apparently also happened when it was the end of the Atlantis. But now we are invited to make better choices, new choices for the evolution of our dear planet. And from the grandmother oracles, the possibility of return to the now, this moment influence past, present, future. Perfect. It's just amazing. And look, the card is a 44. So 11, 33, 44. The reflection of that beautiful mountain in water. I wrote a blog post about this, the reflection. Consider these 6 events. I will put up the cards again to see them, and I will take one by one when we are going into your year card. So if your year card is number 5, the Hierophant, this is going to be one of the 6 cards that I have here for you, the energy of the 6 events that I described in the beginning of this video. Of course, as a year card for you, the Hierophant means tradition, beliefs, conformity, certain structures or rituals that you try to follow, or that will be a kind of key for you in this year. Just respecting the law of the world, more or less, and then also find a group where you feel welcome, where you feel that you belong. And the cards, I arrange them in a special way, let's say, because I mentioned about the nodes that are in the same position like they were at the end of the Atlantis period. So I have here a card from Lemuria and a card from Atlantis. Like we would be on the axis of these two events, and it's now up to us to do something different. The main card that I see for you, this Page of Wands. Look at the energy of the discovery of the limitless potential of a free spirit. So maybe this is how you are going to feel this year, a free spirit, and discover what is your potential, maybe even in a certain structure. And for the axis, you have the freedom and the friendship, and then extra a card from the Gaia, which is purification, emotional cleaning, rejuvenation, and good luck, or an auspicious symbol for you, this eagle feather. I don't say that this is also an eagle feather, but I have a feather here, which I intend to use for showing about which card am I talking, and then it seems very appropriate for you. I see also numbers as 7 here, 5, 9. This could also be relevant numbers. You are go through a purification. You are going to realize that you are like the connection between heaven and earth. These are maybe the possibilities that you are going to discover in this year, and you experience the freedom, and also you find your group. Let's start with friendship. Our relationships signify part of the deeper fabric of our lives as they evolve through our life's growth. Uriel wishes you to know that the rapport you have with some of your friends is changing at this time in order to reflect the changing inner core process that are evolving within you. These changes are very natural, and Uriel asks you to surrender all feelings to the notion of companionship offered by this exquisite angel. Indeed, the 12th angel of Atlantis will watch over you and your relationships and will help all of you to make easy, love-filled transitions. At the same time, be ready to receive new friendships that mirror the main interest blossoming through your creative outpouring. To help with this unfolding chant, Ho, through the second chakra, and your relationship zone will be healed by angelic elixir. If and when you feel maybe sadness because some friendships are dissolving, and remember here you had this emotional cleansing, rejuvenation, and the message that it's coming: I allow all unresolved feeling to surface. I give thanks for the healing that is taking place. I'm emotional cleanse. I am free of emotional baggage. I release all that no longer serves me. And remember, we had here this Chiron moving in Taurus, that we said it's also about healing, and maybe realizing at that point in time when this will happen. I said it's going to be in June, but it can start the energy sooner. Even if it's a wound, it's actually a gift in disguise. And then you maybe experience the feeling of living the life you love, liberation as a shift in perspective, discovering what freedom means to you, overcoming limitation, bringing a deeper sense of freedom to a situation, maybe even in relation with friends. A limitation may be a state of mind. A shift of perspective can help bring a sense of lightness and choice. Also consider what freedom looks like to you in the bigger picture. And then you have this, the feather of an eagle. Eagle is known by looking at the big picture. If you are feeling stifled in an environment, it is up to you to make a change, including with the relationship that you have, at pleasurable moments or practice that cultivate a sense of greatness and freedom in your day-to-day life. And the energy of Pace of Wands, this is an energy of fire, and we have here areas with the 0 degrees, so even more fire. That for all of us, this there is no turning back. And just explore, how does it feel to you? What really brings you pleasure? If you are currently experiencing greater freedom, you may be feeling unsettled. Consider whether it is the kind you are looking for. If you feel ungrounded and lost, perhaps you could add some structure to your world to optimize your freedom. And this is what the Hierophant card was also about, the structures. Just a kind of game or a play between structures and the feeling of freedom. And remember that nobody can take that feeling of freedom from you. That's something I read, I think, some days ago, and I was thinking, indeed, it's a feeling, but nobody can take that away from you. When you realize you are free, maybe more of your light is going to shine, like we said here, with surrender into the now, and then witness and record. You are like the storyteller, and see this big, huge trees, a connection between earth and heaven. This is what is also said, that the powerful medicine is here to connect you to both heaven and earth. The eagle feather has landed as a healing and personal message. This card may indicate that you have lost sight of your connection to the elements, the power of spirit, and your higher self. Rise up now like an eagle to reclaim your highest potential. The eagle is a symbol of great spirit and invites you to see your own divinity and your own power and foresight. Use this message of eagle greatness to recall your connection to the higher realms, higher consciousness, and your valid presence. Eagle nest near water, inviting us to also connect to the elements of air and water through thoughts and feelings. See yourself like an eagle, connected heaven and earth in your day-to-day life. Maybe that's all it is for us, just to be the one bringing the energy from up, down, as above, so below, because we are co-creators, we are magicians. And if we allow that to happen, and of course, in order to happen, we need some emotional cleansing. We need to feel free, no restriction. And we also need to be surrounded by people who really resonate with us. And I like to say that in our heart, the energy that is coming from above meets the energy that comes from below, from earth. And our heart can be as a kiss between the sun and the earth, or the universe and our beautiful Mother Earth. Somehow, like here, she connects in her heart or in her chakras this energy. And to end this reading, I'm going to pick up an extra card, and you got this beautiful card, the guide and the gift. I don't think there is anything else to say. You are invited to walk through a portal, and maybe the healing is the gift and the guide is your freedom. I hope these cards are going to assist you for the year to come, which is a special year from so many points of view. And thank you for watching. So if your year card is number 6, the Lovers, this main energy for you for the year, you have these other 5 cards associated with events that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. So as a main theme for you, the theme of harmony and compatibility and trust in each other's strengths and communication. Stay grounded in your authentic self. And if you remember, I mentioned that when I talk about Uranus moving in Gemini, that it was about open your mind, because we had a kind of higher mind and a lower mind. This event, maybe it's one of the most important for you, or that energy, or in April, because the card of lovers is associated with the sign of Gemini. Just by looking first at these cards, the way I arranged them, I created here a kind of axis between Lemuria and Atlantis, because I said at one point that these new nodes, people believed that we had the end of the Atlantis. So we are in the kind of threshold. So that's why I use these two cards. And then we have a beautiful message from Mother Earth. We have an auspicious symbol. And then another tarot card, which I see as you in the year to come. That was the energy. And now you are like the king of coins, which is also king of pentacles, which means security, abundance, wealth. Wealth has different form, or this is what you are going to achieve, or these are the chances. But look, even here you have happiness and a positive change. You have balance forces, which is a 19 card, which is another 10, and you have ecstasy. And you have a message of love from the Sacred Earth Mother. Very beautiful cards. You will make use of the good energies of this year, of the special energies of this year. Let me read you a little bit more about some of these energies. Let's start with ecstasy, which is like a present from Archangel Zabkiel, the sacred lover. And you have here the card of lover, so maybe even a new love for you in this year. It can be even deepening the love that you have for yourself. Zaphiel wishes you to know that divine ecstasy may come in any moment as a deep feeling of passion for your spiritual growth, or as an aspect of your love, whereby your whole being is transfixed with the choice you have made to join the mystical pathway. The two gatekeepers on this path are awe and joy, both of which are closely aligned to ecstasy. As you experience this heightened state, be aware of the whispers of the angel. As you see in the oracle, angel use this high frequency opportunity to impart sacred loving information to us about our journey. They give our higher self information about the choice we need to make, or how to open vistas of consciousness about our ethical existence. Trust the angels, for they will always have your heartfelt interest in their hearts. Chant Ha in the heart center to open this channel of light-filled inspiration from the angelic realms. Wow, awe and joy for you, and the abundance and some love. Let's see the message from the mother. I am in essence light. I am in essence soul. I am pure creative potential. I am guided by my heart. I apply love and wisdom to all I say and do. Maybe the wisdom that you got, in order to make it work for you, just try to get it from your heart. It's like the mind that we have, and we have to honor it. Gives us so many thoughts, and Gemini is an air sign. Try to move into the wisdom of your heart, and true leaders are the ones who can lead with their heart. That's maybe the card of balanced forces here. Yin and yang, productive flow, masculine and feminine energy, the balance of duality. This card invites you to look at these energies from a more balanced perspective. Is the situation at hand on the more masculine side? can it be tempered with feminine energy? So when you are in a situation, just try to see it from both sides. How might you balance this energy so you can experience a more optimized state of being, to bring more drive and focus to a situation, and also to be able to get what you want, to fulfill your desires and ambitions. But you also want to be receptive, to trust the flow and surrender, which is more the feminine energy. Feel the warmth, gratitude, and comfort of knowing everything is divinely perfect just the way it is. These two elements, yin and yang, like two forces coming together, that can help you experience this joy and awe, the ecstasy. And the ladybug, allow the ladybug to land softly with her greetings and gift of happy blessings. Also, she's thinny, her message is universal. It's all about sharing joy. Wow, Gemini is also messenger, and you have here about joy. The symbolic creature is a sign of luck and good vibes for you in this moment. Reflect on what is happening right now in your life. And I see her associated with an event in June when Jupiter enters Leo. When we start shining, reflect on what is happening right now, maybe then in your life. Have you had small signs of positive energy, synchronicity, and chance? Can you recall how feeling pleasantly surprised or delightfully change your outlook? The color of the ladybug, red and black dots, invites the energy of passion and play. Use this message to focus on the small gifts already present all around you. Passion and play can also give you this ecstasy feeling, because it's like being detached, knowing that you have the abundance, there is enough abundance for everybody, and maybe even understanding abundance in a different way, not necessarily with the things you have, but more of how you feel and how you experience life. And then all this synchronicity and all these messages of love and all these balance forces that are showing up maybe daily, bringing you joy, they are just signs of you having this abundance already. See, he has a compass to show him the way. It's an inner knowingness that he's following. And here we had for Chiron entering Taurus, where it was about healing, a pendulum swings to and fro, seeking balance. And you have here balance. So maybe at every moment, if you try to balance the energies in your heart, find your direction using what your heart is telling you. Every time you get signs, synchronicities, this is how you end up experience ecstasy. Fall in love with you, with somebody else, but mostly with life. I hope you are going to enjoy this amazing year that is on our path now. If your year card is going to be number 7, the Chariot, you are having this year the opportunities to be in charge. Have this yin and yang. You have a willpower, determination. This is a year in which you know what your destination is and you are on the good path. You left maybe some things behind, but you are on your path to what you really want or what you really need. And this is one of the 6 cards that I said I will pick up for you, and you have the rest of them here, which are showing you how these energies of the 6 events that I mentioned can influence you in this year. Maybe I was not very clear in the introduction, but I'm not predicting the future. You are co-creating of your reality. I'm just saying what kind of energy you can expect. And I arranged the cards in a kind of axis between Lemuria and Atlantis, because I mentioned that with the new nodes, we had here the future, the present, the past, uh, the nodes will be in the same position that they were at the end of Atlantis. So I'm not saying we are at the end of anything. It's just that we are maybe in a threshold and it's up to us to make new choices. So that's why I arranged them like this. You have the sound of the universe, which is an amazing card I see here. You have the balance, and then you have the personal change, and you have the protection and the guidance. But what I found more important is this tarot card, the Ace of Coins, new opportunities, abundance, manifestation. You have this energy of Earth with you for this year. So let's see more about the messages that you have from these cards, keeping in mind that you are now starting something new and you have this determination of the Chariot, the energy of that card. And first let's look at what Atlantis card means, the balance card, which is associated with Gabriel, the divine messenger, who wants you to know you have been too busy and wishes you to become more earthy, and then you get it with it, Ace of Coins, to take stock of past action that have resulted in your life process becoming out of equilibrium. Wherever your yin-yang dualistic force moves out of balance, our energy drops, and Gabriel asks you to create harmony. But this is what you can do this year with the Chariot. You can create harmony by meditating, be in silence, just having a different state of mind. And you can even chant from time to time, just to balance your inner process, or using a mantra or whatever it's helping you. Maybe just listen to the sound of the universe, and let's see what that card has as a message for you, because these are going to be some life-changing experiences, the tuning fork of universal consciousness. Having your world shaken up even a little can invite a deeper glimpse of the great mystery of your life. There are myriad ways to peek behind the veil of the mundane world. Aesthetic dance, spiritual exploration, intuitive creative pursuits are just a few. Aim to naturally imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. Wake up to the hidden music, harmony, and wonder of your multidimensional world. Maybe this is a new path on which you are, and you can clear away many obstacles, as this card says, because you are protected, you have guidance. I am protected and guided by a higher power. When the path is blocked, I take this as a sign to wait. I give thanks for divine intervention. When the path is clear, I move forward with ease. All that occurs or does not occur is for my highest good. And if you know that, then you are in balance and you can easily get your balance, and you also have this personal change. Pay attention to messages on your path. This is a welcome notice of positive transformation. This may be the change you have been seeking, or a renewal of energy that have become stagnant or worn out. And this is in a way also what Chariot or even Ace of Coins are saying. Chikada reminds you of the importance of listening to yourself and how you speak about change. Re-examining elements from the past may be necessary for inviting yourself to experience a rebirth. Remember that this change may be quick and coincide with the uncover of deeper truth and long-forgotten dreams. And I said here from the events, there was one event in June with Chiron entering Taurus, and the Chariot is associated with a Cancer period, so that could be the main energy for you. The one that it's happening in June, when you had a Chiron enter Taurus and also Jupiter entering Leo. Use this symbol of longevity and renewal as a way to shed your old wings and become away. The cycle of cicada points to a shift from one way of existing to another in rapid fashion. This symbol invites you to move swiftly, take a chance, inviting change, and flourish. This has something to do with the sound, because I think they also make sound, and you have here the sound of the universe. Somehow you maybe are going to get some clairs, which one can be, I don't know exactly how the name that you just hear things that maybe other people will not be able to hear. You just have to improve your listening skills. I see this also like you got a present from above, could be something from your higher self, and the higher self is going to speak with you when you are ready to listen. And this is also the guidance here that you have with Ganesha, and you have this chance with the yin and yang balancing there in the chariot. You can hear what is really important for you. Because we had here about messages and sound and listening, let me get a card from the spirit cats. And is this, oh, in a way like the sound of the universe kind of design, some frequency, purification. Meet Calico. She shows up in your life when it is time to let go of everything that no longer serves you. Long ago, she used to be a sad little kitty and believed that was just who she was. When she realized that sadness was not her at all, but a heavy cloak she had been wearing for much too long, she let the cloak drop off her shoulders and felt as light as air. Now she is simply pure being. What Olf believes stagnant energy or unhealthy habits you can toss to the wind in order to set yourself free. That's the personal change that you are going through, or you have the chance to go through this year with all these energies that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. And I truly hope these cards are useful for you. If your year card is number 8, the card of strength, these are the cards for you associated with the energy of the events that I mentioned. So mainly your energy is this, the energy of strength. But then you also have beautiful energy. The cards are just amazing. Let's first say that I arranged them more in an axis between Lemuria and Atlantis, because I mentioned that the north nodes and the south node are the same position, how they were at the end of Atlantis, but it's not that we are at the end and we are now at the threshold where it's up to us to change. Then I see here 46, which is a 10, 28, which is another 10, and we are in the 10th year. Then you have the sun here, or the light here, you have the light here, and the card of strength is associated with Leo, which is the energy of the sunshine. And we said that we have Jupiter moving to Leo, then we have the south north in Leo, and the traditional tarot card of the strength is with a person who really is powerful enough to even deal with the power of a lion. But here you have the image of this flower power boy who is just using flowers to stop the guns of the soldiers, which really happened at one point. I read a lot about this because I really love this this card. Even the name of the boy and the group he was, and he was such a, not only by doing that, but everything he did, it was like opening new path, new way of thinking for so many people. It really made an impact on the history of this world, I will say. And what I also find amazing is that you got another tarot card, which is the 7, the Chariot. You had the Chariot, the number 7, in 2025, and you used that in a way to, the determination to become now in charge, you have the yin and yang under the control. I even see here some wings. It's like you grow your wings. They are not too strong, but they are there. And now you just add compassion and kindness to this determination that you already have from the year behind you. And then you have make a wish. You are the co-creating of the reality. You just need to know, what do you really need, and if that's even needed for you to know, or just allow the universe. And not that life happens for you, but life happens through you. And you have here positive news, positive outcome, beautiful, beautiful cards, which means that this is how you can use the energies of these events. It's not necessarily that I'm predicting the future, but you have the chance to use this energy, and in this way you are a star seer. What else? Let's start with the and you have love. You have love here, which says it all, the higher frequency of love. Let's start with that. Beloved, you are a child of God and a peace lover at heart. This angelic, and you see, this is a peace lover at heart, yes. And the power he goes against, let's say it's not now the one of the lion, but it's just the power of this world. And he is not afraid. He is the magician. He has the sign of the infinity here. So this is another form of the magician. This angelic oracle comes to you as the sign that new love or a new love is dawning for you. See life through the compassionate eyes of your guardian angel who emanates the Christos, and perceive that love as being uncompromisingly beautiful. Look to the beauty that you will create for all in radiance of your love, which is a prism of the divine. Shifting your perspective to the angelic realms means you become a human angel. Wow, a human angel. And start miracles all around you. Chant Om Namah Shivaya to enliven your peace. This is the heart of Christ, Christ consciousness. You go here up on the stairs to the stars. Listen to your intuition. Trust the holistic journey. Dreams finding their way into being. Look at the bigger picture, a more aligned outcome than expected. Clarity of the greater path. Yeah, you are on the path, and now you will get clarity. You get the chance. Keep believing in yourself. Trust in your dreams enough to let the serendipities unfold. Let go enough to allow space for unexpected opportunities. And remember, Uranus moves to Gemini. Expect the unexpected. Even when the route is not as direct as you imagine, listen to your intuition and know you have got this. This card shows intuition as a goddess. She is lifting you out of the clouds of confusion and mind noise and showing you the clear way forward. She is your higher self and can see your great potential. Trust your instincts and have faith in your dreams. You are already on your way. It makes me think somehow with this beautiful third eye so open there at the difference between what we want and what we need. Sometimes we try to manifest because, with this Chariot the last year, maybe, or not maybe, I think definitely you try to manifest things and then they happen, and then you somehow feel that this is not aligned with where you are really now. You also evolved, and then your dreams are keep on showing maybe something new, and everything that you wanted, I believe it will happen sooner or later, but when it happened, maybe you realize this is not what I want anymore. So just have faith in your intuition and trust your intuition, and you are still on your way, and just that now you add the compassion and the kindness, especially for yourself. And let's see this beautiful message I thank the earth and stars for every blessing. I give thanks for the love that fills and surrounds me. You have the love here. I am loved unconditionally by a benevolent universe. My mind is full of light. My heart is forever grateful. Yes, light and love. This is it. And wishbone for you. Make a wish. Dare to make a wish for the year to come. Not only to have a keyword like I have, a tune to the field of potential that is all around me. So that could be a wish, but let's see what is the message here. Luck is now on your side. Take some time to formulate your wish and create your own magic. The wishbone is a message of invitation to think, see, and feel luck and optimism all around you. Even though the message seems simple and straightforward, is an important one. We are the creators of our own luck and good fortune. You may need to pick up that dream or secret wish that you forgot about and use this energy to reignite it. If you are already on a lucky roll, this message confirms that you are in the flow. Positive thoughts create positive energy, so give yourself an extra boost by keeping your thoughts and energy vibrating high. Enjoy the lucky break that is coming. Go deep in your heart, allow that light to come there, invite the universe to fulfill your deepest dreams, because definitely you have them, and maybe some you don't even dare to dream about them. With these energies, I will say, especially with Uranus, expect the unexpected, or with Jupiter moving in Leo, trust that everything is in the field of possibilities around you. And wish upon a star, like here, and like this one says. I just hope you are going to make great use of these beautiful cards. Amazing energy for you. And thank you for watching. If your year card is the card of Hermit, this is the main energy for you for 2026, this introspection, spending time alone, but realizing that you are the light. You discover the light in you. And then for the energies that are available to you through these 6 main events, astrological events, I have here the other 5 cards. I arranged them with the 2 extremes, Lemuria and Atlantis, because the north nodes and the south node is in the same position as they were when it was the end of Atlantis. It's a kind of threshold period that we are also going through right now. You have this thinking of you, flying with grace, and what is most important, I see this is more about you. This was the energy of the year, but this is where you are now, and this is the wheel of fortune. And the wheel of fortune, I said in the beginning of this video when I presented the events, is associated with Jupiter. Jupiter being in Leo this year, that you will actually reclaim your authority. You can deal with wherever this wheel of fortune is bringing you. And this is also the energy of the next year for you, because next year it's going to be a 10th year, if now it's a 9th. So you are already working for the future. You are focusing on long-term abundance, not necessarily just for this year. Let me see the other cards for you, what the meaning are. Let's start with Lemuria, this light here. And you remember we said the Hermit is the one keeping the light for others. Self-love, the light that radiates from our hearts, shines in the darkness for all the people around you. That introspection is about finding your inner love and get back to your heart whenever you need that, because you know there is the light you are most connected with and the light you can bring in the world. Consider the parts of yourself you may not be accepting. You maybe experience an inner dissonance due to what you are trying to push away. This card is about self love. This is the deep, compassionate, unconditional love of self that brings you into wholeness. Luminescence means the essence of light. There is nothing that makes us shine more than a heart that is full of love. You can shine through the shadows most gracefully when there is no fear within. Accept your shadows so they can more easily resolve. Allow more light and love inside and out of your world. And I will say this comes somehow together with empathy and compassion, because there is a difference. Empathy, you feel what other people feel, but compassion, you are not attached to their feelings. Let's see what the message from Raphael is. He brings you the oracle of the empathic and reminds you of the simplicity of the beautiful lotus. The lotus is the symbol of enlightenment, which sinks below water during the night to be reborn in the light of the day. Perhaps your empathy has waned recently and needs to be restored by the new light of compassion. Be with the sun, allowing its energy to warm and nourish you. Try to move through the challenge that you face with empathy, humor, and love. Chant Ha through the heart chakra, and Raphael's energy will fill you as an aid. All about the heart and light that you can shine. Let's see this. Swallow, my favorite bird. What is her message for you? Fly high with grace. You are embodying greater love, light, and peace. Of course, again, light. The swallow flies in as an auspicious nature symbol for you today. Consider the immediate news that swallow is showering you with love, peace, and good fortune. This symbol may also indicate that someone who has passed recently is showing up with a message or to share that their journey to another realm is complete. Spirit animals may come in for a lifetime or a particular time to support your journey. This swallow has arrived just when you were seeking confirmation or connection. Positive messages, luck, and good tidings are all flowing to you right now, so make the conscious decision to accept it. Allow the nesting of swallow to provide protection around you as you reach out to claim exactly what you need. And I like that they say that you reach out to claim what you need, not what you think you want. And maybe you turn the wheel with the thought of what you want, but then you get what you need. And that's important to embrace. Pay attention to the signs. Thinking of you, you remember that share about somebody from maybe who passed. It's thinking of you. So you have here a message. All I love lives forever in my heart. I am one with all humanity. I am one with all creation. I am in constant communion with everyone. Time and space are real only when I believe they are. A loving thought, serendipity. Maybe you lost somebody and then you have the feeling that this year you are in a kind of retreat. Trust that their soul, their light, it's still around. Let me take an oracle card. Maybe there is an extra message for you here. The light is going to shine on you this year. And look at that, what a beautiful card. It's almost like our Wheel of Fortune. Heart Rose. It holds itself in a tightly closed bud, secreted away from inquisitive eyes, shades of radiant beauty mature and deepen. Raw emotion and unbridled passion churn with expectancy, intensifying as the petal twists tighter. The day will come when all at once the bud will burst into blossom, opening to show the world its unparalleled magnificence. The year of the Hermit is a year when the light is there, but you didn't really blossom, and then maybe next year the blossom will come. But take your time, all is well. And somehow it makes me think of the amazing movie I saw, Hamlet. The movie just got the Golden Globe. Believe it will get the Oscar as well. It's so raw, so authentic, and so close to the essence, almost like this card. And It even starts with a woman who sleeps close to the roots of a tree, almost in this position. She even wears a red dress, almost in all the scenes of the movie. A lot of fiery energy. Just be authentic, I would say, this message, and allow your inner rose to flower in her own time. Don't feel any pressure to be anything else or somebody else. If you feel like being a hermit this year, then be that. I hope this year it's going to be a year full of loving thoughts and light. Thank you for watching. If your year card is number 10, the Wheel of Fortune, wow, this is going to be quite a year for you. All these energies that I mentioned here of the events, just look at your cards. Just wow. You have a 10, first of all. This year, it's not only number 10 for you personally, but it's the number of the year as such. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is associated with Jupiter. And we said this year, Jupiter is moving into Leo. Then you have here as your, let's say, your own tarot card, because this was about the year. This is about you, the Nine of Wands, which is associated with Sagittarius. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, so not a 10, but a 9. But it's also going in the same direction of the same type of energy. So like Jupiter is ruling your cards here. And then look at that, 10. 1 plus 9, 10. And then you also have an 11, a magical number. So the cards are just impressive. They will tell you something about what these energies can mean for you in the year to come. It doesn't mean they are predicting in any way the future, because remember, you are the co-creator of your reality. The way I arrange the cards is that I have these two extreme, like an axis made from Lemuria to Atlantis, and the same type of energy that we had in Atlantis, like the nodes now being in Leo and Aquarius. We are in a kind of threshold, and on this threshold you get a soul star chakra merging with the divine. You got this compassion. We need compassion in today's world. You have this eternal dance and the wheel of life. One more, can I say, you had the Wheel of Fortune, now you have the Wheel of Life. And then you have the Isis with knowledge and power. You can discover your true healing wisdom. Let's start with the Nine of Wands, your energy for this year, which is courage, persistence. You will be clear about your boundaries and about your faith. And this is a fiery card. Wands are from the suite of fire. And you remember we had a lot of things going on in areas. You are very much aligned with the energy of the year. You are on your way, and the path is clear for you. It's very clear. You are also protected if you have these clear boundaries. And then let's see the compassion from Zaphiel, the secret lover. This is a gift that you get from Zaphiel. He's aware of the deep level of compassion that radiates from your heart at this time. Is this because you sense the depth of compassion exuding from yourself as you elevate the suffering of others? Or are you in need of developing this soulful quality in relation to self or others? Wherever you may be, wherever the situation of your life may be revealing, know that the angel of sacred love is supporting you and drawing the cosmic ray of unconditional love and compassion through you. This is a high calling and only occurs when the individual is duly ready for this blessing, or for feeling compassion as a blessed virtue. The compassion from your heart will radiate into the world. And you know, the difference between compassion and empathy is that when you are empath, you are also feeling the emotion, and that can affect you. But now you are strong enough to just feel with compassion, but without being affected. So you still remain the light, but when you think of the situation, you just keep this feeling of love, and then you raise the vibration. And then you have the beautiful source star chakra, transcendence, letting go, being filled with divine light, channeling, karmic records, the bridge between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. And we said about this Saturn and Neptune in 0 degrees of Aries. It's like the form and the spirit are conjuncting, are combined, are coming together. And this is like you are now the bridge between the two of them. This image captures the merging of time beyond space and wisdom that penetrates our being. And you have here wisdom as well. Remember that you are an infinite being with the ability to expand your awareness beyond space and time. Consider that paradigms outside this physical reality may be unfathomable until we raise our vibration and can think outside the mind. Meditate on the idea that everything that ever was and ever will be is happening simultaneously right now across multiple dimensions. You are moving into deeper layer. Every time you have a 10th year, you can also consider it starts all over again, but now it's just going deeper with everything you learn, with all the wisdom that you got from the last 9 years, the last cycle. And now you go deeper. And then you have this fate that seems to decide, but you trust now. You have a kind of surrender, like in this beautiful card here, that everything is well. And you had here past, present, future, which are all coming together. Everything happens at once. Let's see the card from Gaia. Path of least resistance, wheel of life. I accept change and embrace the new possibility it brings. I am flexible and open to new ideas. I create pleasure in my life. I look at life from a balanced perspective. I celebrate life and dance my way through it. And somehow in a deep connection with the nature, I see it in this card. Pure, raw connection. Because this is our way from now on, if we really want to achieve something different than what was achieved in the time of Lemuria and Atlantis, just need to take the nature with us. It says that some of us, if you believe in the reincarnation, we did live at the time that Atlantis fall, and the fall was based on the fact that they were so evolved, but they didn't really take Mother Earth in account. And some of us who live then feel a kind of guilt, and we feel like we never do enough for Mother Earth and for our body. Our body is a gift from nature, and this is what we got in order to go through this incarnation, and we are merging with the divine, clearing experience wherever we have to experience. So then when our body returns to Mother Earth, it's with a higher energy. And let's say what the card of Isis, all this ancient knowledge that you have. The great and mighty goddess Isis has appeared to signify her support for you. Allow this goddess to shine her wisdom and light as a way to activate your own healing ability. You may be in need of physical or emotional healing, compassion, look at that, or all plus a bit of her magic. Part of this message may be to guide you in service to others in a healing capacity. Isis is a high priestess in the mysterious schools. We share knowledge and wisdom, especially among those called to healing professions. This may include energy work, yoga, meditation, counseling, coaching, motivational speaking, or more traditional paths like medicine, nursing, or acupuncture. And definitely need compassion for all of this. Her personal message for you is to honor yourself and to know that all healing is self-healing. Through this empowerment, you receive her knowledge and wisdom as well. I can get you another card from Divine Portals, the metaphysic of sound, telepathy. multidimensional communication and feeling like you had here. Trust your inner knowing, express yourself, and truth transmissions through Andromeda and music. So you are here at the multidimensional level, going further than our inner and outer planets, beyond the Kuiper belt. Trust that maybe you will start channeling. You will just know things. Everything, it's open for you in this 10th year. So trust the process and enjoy. Thank you for watching.